Welcome to the Real Press Start.
There it is.
I'm your host, Pistol P Jr. And I'm here with Chub Didge and G-Roll,
AKA
G Nasty.
G Nasty now.
And we have a few topics for you guys today.
I had a good one for you and I couldn't remember it. I was gonna text it to you. I was like, "Ooh, no, AKA for G-Roll." Now I can't
Especially in
remember.
our brains, that UFC 226 card.
Yes, we just finished watching the UFC.
And what a night of fights it was.
Yes,
Except for that one.
Except for that one very lackluster fight that was supposed to be a blockbuster.
yes.
It turned out to be a block bummer. It's going to be news.
Just do the
White
reporter
news
guy.
guy.
That fucking I missed the first round of Paulo Costa and Uriah Hall, but that was a hell of a fucking fight.
That was a good fight.
And then there was fucking
There's a lot of good ones.
what was that dude that got choked the fuck out? Or no, he got armbarred. It was armbar.
Was it a
Pettis?
Perry? No.
Pettis and what was the other guy's name?
It was a triangle.
Yeah,
But the armbar, he was going
It was
to
a triangle
If
armbar.
he didn't tap from if he wasn't going to tap from the triangle, he was going to tap from the armbar.
no, I think it was an armbar. I think they put it down.
He
as
was
an
going to
armbar.
go to the armbar, but
Because
he,
he
was
had-
tapping.
'cause he had-
tapped already before he went to do the armbar, and then he tapped again when he went to go.
Oh, you got the armbar. Okay. What was the other guy's name though? It was like started with a C.
Chiesa.
Huh?
Chiesa.
Chiesa.
It's
Chiesa? Yeah,
Yeah, but
Chiesa.
I like to say Chiesa.
That was a hell of a fight too, though. That was a
There's a lot of
surprise.
good ones.
That was a good one.
Perry Felder one was good.
Yeah, that fucking dude. Yeah, that dude was fuck. That left hook. That fucking like.
Oh, and then that Gokhan Saki got knocked out like right away.
Yeah, he got knocked the fuck out too.
Yeah, he's old though. He's really old.
Yeah.
But
But,
when like you take a lot of shots to the head already, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just get knocked out.
Yeah, once you've been knocked out once in your life, it's easier
It's
to be
not
knocked
even
out.
like getting knocked out. That guy just training, taking a lot of shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
that's-
taking a lot of shots.
Yeah.
You can only take so many shots. Shots.
What is that, a fig Newton?
Everybody.
Yeah, what is it?
No, it's some dulce de leche.
Oh, okay.
Looks like a fig Newton.
I feel like that's not
Looks like a fig.
wouldn't be good with beer.
Must be a fig Newton.
Is it good with the beer, or is it just like? I feel like it's a horrible combination. This is fucking like why would you do that? It's like eating this.
Yeah, it's definitely not a good
It's
combination.
like eating a Snickers and drinking a Coke. You know.
It's definitely not a Jesus Perry. All right,
But it's never not an awful pairing.
Oh God.
it's hilarious. Where are they? She's eating shit.
Probably.
Hey, Darla.
Give it a fuck.
Yeah. Wait. No. What were we talking about now? There was a fight. Oh, the fucking.
Yeah, that was the
not
best
Pettis.
ending to any UFC card ever.
Yeah, that fuck. Well, I mean, because the god awful fucking Ngannou fucking Lewis fight.
Yeah, if you think about it, that was like a great card because you had that one fight that really brought you there.
Yeah.
Right before the
fucking climax.
and it's like you don't know what's gonna happen. You're like, oh man, what if the next fight's boring too?
Because you know what, it had that like the DC fucking Stipe fight. Had
DC could have boring fights.
Yeah,
because
he
he's
can.
a wrestler.
Yeah. And that's
But
the
the
thing.
only one boring fight really he's had was with Anderson Silva, and I think it was just because he didn't want to hurt Anderson, so he just kept taking him down and holding him.
But I feel like because like with that fight in general, or like specifically, it could have been an amazing fight, or it could because just like what happened with fucking Ngannou and Lewis. Like,
Yeah, that could have been amazing.
It could have been an amazing fight, but they were both so cautious. And I think it was Joe Rogan that said it was like fucking Lewis came in expecting to be a counterpuncher, and then fucking Ngannou didn't throw shit, so he could like it's just like there goes his fucking game plan.
Oops. Yeah.
You know, so he can't like I'm gonna counterpunch everything this motherfucker. Oh wait, he's not throwing anything. What
But
do
it
I
did
do?
seem like whoever got too aggressive would have got knocked out.
Yeah.
Even though like they were just waiting, it seemed like if one guy charged, he was gonna get knocked out.
Yeah. But I like the way you phrased
Yeah,
it.
but then the last like 30 seconds when they both started kind of
Yeah.
charging at each other,
Nothing happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, fucking 30. Like fights can happen in 30 seconds, but yeah, both those guys were both blown the fuck up. They
You
weren't.
missed a lot of good ones too. A lot of undercards were good.
Yeah. Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of finishes. And then some of the decisions, the ones that went to decision, were good fights.
Mm.
Curtis fought.
Oh, did he? How
He won.
He won.
by
Nice.
decision.
Nice.
He had a rough first round, but then he fucking
Yeah.
demolished. And the guy was kind of lucky he didn't. He was tough. He was eating shots. Shots. That's the name of this.
Shots.
Everybody.
Then that DC fucking fight, DC Stipe, man,
Yeah.
that shit, like,
It crescendoed.
I didn't know who to like. Okay, I think I said this as a fan, I didn't know who I wanted to root for, who I liked more, you know, not based on skill at all, just as a fan of both fighters, but DC just fucking edged out just a little bit for me to pick DC over Stipe.
He has more of a personality.
Yeah, exactly. And then fucking for him to get that first round knockout like that, just fucking a flash knockout, like fucking one of those fucking quick like
One
boom
punch knockout.
That shit was beautiful.
He turned into a little kid when he won.
Yeah, he just turned into a child, which made it.
He always does. Even when
yeah.
he loses too, he starts crying and shit.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like
But I think that makes him more endearing. You know what
yeah,
I
it
mean?
does.
But I love the fact like he cut a fucking wrestling promo on Brock Lesnar. Like
Brock Lesnar could cut a wrestling promo too.
Yeah, but I mean, for DC to do that shit, because DC when he won, he ran around the cage the first time, then he stopped at the open gate.
Oh, he told Joe Rogan, "Give me the mic."
Give me the mic, yeah, give me the mic, Joe Rogan. Give me the mic for a second.
Yeah.
He grabs the mic and walks away.
He
He starts fucking pacing in the fucking octagon.
Brock
There's a guy
Lesnar,
here.
Get your ass in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was surprised when Lesnar
He was
pushed him.
alluding
Though.
to him. Yeah. He didn't expect it, but when he did, fucking Neffa was so happy.
Yeah, exactly.
He couldn't help but like smile.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hell of a fight if those two actually go at it. I kind of want Stipe to have a rematch just because I feel bad for Stipe, man. The way that fucking knockout just happened.
Has Lesnar been fighting?
No,
He
he's
fought
been-
Mark Hunt and he failed the drug test.
Yeah, and then he's been in the
And he
WWE
retired.
for.
And he retired.
Failed the drug test, retired.
So that's the thing that's gonna be weird if they decide to make that fight, because he's gonna be on suspension
Yeah,
still.
'cause how long? It's a 2-year
I
suspension.
think it
or
was a
what?
2-year suspension, and I was like a year
Yeah, so
and change ago.
yeah, so I
So
mean,
it's not that long.
not that long off. And then the thing is like, because he's been in, like, you know what his contract in the WWE is? 6 appearances a year. That's all he has to do.
Yeah,
That's why you never
he
fucking
just
see
does
him.
like 6
Who,
pay-per-views.
Lesnar, yeah,
He just does 6
6
pay-per-views.
pay-per-views and that's it. Now he'll come out and do a couple.
Or he
of
does
fucking,
3 pay-per-views and then 3
3 build-ups, like
yeah.
3 fucking like SmackDowns and Raw
Yeah.
or whatever.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Imagine that guy has his life set up nice.
Oh yeah, he does. I can't stand him in the WWE though, man, because it's like him and Roman Reigns have been having some good matches. Like their fucking WrestleMania match was really good, but fucking and then they had a really good cage match. But like the fact that it's like I don't know why they're not letting fucking Lesnar lose. It's just like fucking like take the fucking title off him. You know, like fuck.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything.
You know, yeah, it's the thing. He doesn't do anything. Fucking
But he's a heel.
yeah, but and which is weird because normally fucking Vince doesn't like heel fucking champs. Normally he only likes fucking it's a fucking babyface promotion, you know.
Yeah, but times are changing.
Times have changed, yeah.
Like they're in the PC era, so
Well, they're more
heels are more popular because
yeah. There's some more to the reality era. It's like, oh well, Lesnar's
like
a
the
fucking
heroes have
UFC
to
champ.
be like heroes are like way PC now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like whereas back in the day you had like Stone Cold as a hero, where he's like edgy.
Yeah, he was an anti-hero. He was one of the first like fucking.
And you got who else was like that? The Rock started out as a heel, and then eventually people just fucking.
Yeah, well, yeah, well,
fell
same
in
thing
love
with
the-
Stone Cold.
with the gimmick or whatever.
The same thing with Stone Cold though. Stone Cold started off as a heel. You remember because he was a ringmaster with.
Yeah, but that wasn't the
$1 Million
same.
Man.
That wasn't the same gimmick.
But no, it wasn't. But what actually got him over, what actually turned him, was that Austin 316 promo. Remember, it was King of the Ring '98, I think.
Yeah,
And
but
it
it was
was
also all the little things that he did, like the mud hole stomps.
Oh yeah.
The fingers.
Oh shit.
Motherfucking chunties with their illegal
Those
fireworks.
are goddamn illegal fireworks.
Shit don't make sense to me.
What, illegal fireworks?
Just after fucking.
Well, they have spares, bro.
Cause yeah, they got all the left over. And you can't save them for next year. Fucking fireworks go by quick.
Still,
Yeah, I know.
it's dumb.
You keep them in a cool, dry area.
I got
With a dehumidifier.
a firework humidor.
Firework humidor. What was I gonna say? But do you remember? Because do you remember where Austin 316 came from?
No.
He had Stone Cold was doing King of the Ring. And he had a match against Jake the Snake, who at the time, remember, he was going back and forth because he had the alcohol problem. He was an alcoholic and a fucking drug addict, and he was going back and forth. And he came back saying, "Oh, you know, I found Jesus and I found religion and I've changed my life." And he was like cutting, like he was like in his promos, he would end everything with like, you know, like John 3:16 and blah, you know. And so Austin came, like he would spit the fucking John 3:16 says whatever it was. So Stone Cold was Austin 3:16, and he says, "I just whooped your ass."
Yeah.
And that's where that came from. That and Stone Cold, and that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
Yeah.
Came both from those from that same promo.
Yeah.
That same thing, and that's where that character like finally like started to take off.
Yeah, but it was all the little things too, though.
Oh yeah, all the
middle
nuances. Yeah, because he was
fingers, the beers,
fighting the boss and all the all the nuances
beers,
that he had.
The mud hole stomping, the middle fingers.
Yeah.
The tight jeans, the knee braces. The knee braces made him more endearing because you're like, well, this guy's got bad knees.
He's got bad knees. He's a working man. And then The Rock was just like, you couldn't help but want to fucking mimic The Rock. Like
Are
that
his
was.
knees really bad, or did he?
Oh,
just
yeah, his knees are jacked.
So did he actually really have bad knees, or did he just wear those?
No, his knees are jacked.
The Rock?
That's a fucking chair you kept hearing on the episode last week.
Yeah,
It's like every fucking 2 seconds.
that loud ass shit.
What was I gonna say?
Deal with it.
Right. See, because remember that they
That was
tried-
a great UFC card.
That was. But see, with the Rock, the Rock, they tried. It was kind of like what they did with Roman Reigns, where they're trying to like, this is the guy that we want you to like, and like automatically the crowd was like, no, fuck that guy, like we don't like him.
Yeah.
Because the Rock came out. Remember, he came out with the blue shit and the shells on his neck. He was
No.
Rocky Maivia, and he came out with the fucking black ramen hair, and he was just like fucking. He would come out like Coco Beware, fucking waving his arms around like he
No.
was like some. You remember that?
No, I don't remember all the dude. Come on,
Dude, he came
I was
out.
a child.
Yeah, he came out and it was like
You
he was wearing all
remember that.
blue and he had these like weird stripes.
To me, the Rock and Stone Cold are just always the Rock and Stone Cold.
No, yeah, when he was Rocky Maivia, and he came out and like his first match, it was a great match, but it was boring because he was doing technical wrestling, like fucking Kurt Angle. Same reason
Well,
Kurt Angle
that's how
became a
Cena
fucking heel.
started too. Cena came out and just spandex,
The
and
prototype.
elbow pads and shit.
Yeah,
And then next week he was fucking a hip hop star.
yeah. Well, no, he was prototype, then he was ruthless aggression, which is kind of the same thing. He was just more like angry, and then he started cutting fucking the rap promos on people.
I don't know how wrestling still makes money. It's just kids.
It's just huge, man. Yeah, kids is the toys, fucking merchandising, because they don't make money from. I mean, they
I feel
do.
like they make more money in like Japan and shit.
No, not really. The U.S. is still their biggest market.
That's crazy.
Ticket sales is like their
That's
merchandising.
what I'm saying. Like that shit's crazy. Like because that shit was dope in 2000s and the 90s, and now it's like bad. It's not. It's
hard to
not-
watch.
It's really hard to watch. It's not.
The guys don't have personality anymore.
It's not good
Like that's
at all.
why okay, like the matches that I watch and enjoy is like
Or
the
it's
Hardys are
has
back
it all
now.
been done already, or I mean, like
Well,
what's the issue?
Like wrestling's
Well, aren't they a lot more PG now?
is way more PG.
yeah.
They've taken
That's
like,
a big issue to me. Is
they've taken a lot of like they've neutered wrestling a lot. Like the only time that
Like
I
they
find
were
wrestling,
getting crazy back in the day. They did get a little crazy, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather have you
go overboard
go
than fucking
overboard
not
than
do anything
underboard
at all.
Yeah. Than not try out shit. You know.
And see, but the only reason WWE went, like the reason WWE went where they went was because they were losing in the Monday Night
Yeah,
Wars.
competition.
They
man.
were, they were losing against
It's like when there's not
WCW.
good competition.
And right
and
now, like,
a business and every business there needs to be some form,
Yeah,
a strong second competitor at least.
like right now, the only competition they have is Ring of Honor and Impact. Neither like Impact, like
And
they
they're
have a
not
weekly
even-
show.
They're not sniffing heels. They're not even sniffing heels.
Yeah, not even.
You know.
Not even. Like Ring of Honor is just it's like okay, you have all the indie shows like the one that's right here in West Covina and shit. Then you have Ring of Honor, which is like a slight step above that. and then you have TNA because they have a weekly television show.
That's
But
how
it's
it gets
still
when
not-
it's monopolized. You have everybody who's trying to make it, and they're not getting paid shit.
Yeah,
You're not getting paid shit. In fact, you have to pay for the opportunity. Like, you're spending more money than you're making
yeah,
to be a wrestler or whatever.
yeah.
But
You know,
when you get to the top point, and it's still not even like if you get to the top 30 wrestlers in the world, you're still not making that much money.
Yeah.
You got to be at the top 10,
yeah,
top 5 to be making like bank.
yeah.
And do you think those wrestlers are making their money from actual wrestling or from the deals? They
Who,
get
like the
with,
main event guys?
Yeah.
The main event guys, like nowadays.
They have contracts that they negotiate individually, right? Like,
Yeah, well, because
Yeah,
of
what I'm saying, like let's say, like, is John Cena still?
So
Yeah,
like,
John Cena's still
so
wrestling.
like they would get a cut of their merchandising.
yeah,
Like, I feel like John Cena would be getting more money from all his movie stuff and everything.
yeah, but no, like in the '80s, you know how much those guys, like main event, like fucking Hogan and those guys. Hogan was making maybe $500 a match. That's what he was making, $500. Like
Yeah, but that was a long time.
that was in the '80s, and like, but in the
And that was a lot
In
'90s,
of-
the
That was like
'80s, $500 is like $5,000.
yeah, in the '90s,
Yeah.
before WCW became what it was, the guys were getting, I think they were getting $100 or $200 a match, and they weren't guaranteed. It's like you have to, we have to have a reason to put you on the spot, put you in a spot. We have all these guys, and then the reason because now they call it guaranteed contracts, guaranteed downside contract. So you're gonna get a minimum of, okay, when we sign you to WWE, you're gonna get a minimum of 15 shows, and it's probably like, let's say $1,000 to $2,000 per match, right? You're gonna get 15 shots or 15 shows, no matter what, right? Downside is, okay, say, like, for whatever reason sales are down or whatever, you're still going to get your minimum of 10 matches. No, even if you don't wrestle in all 10 matches, you're going to get paid as if you wrestle 10 matches. And that was because WCW, when they hired Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, they were like, come here, you're going to work less, you're going to get this much money guaranteed. I think they were making fucking $2 million a year
Yeah.
for WCW, and at WWE they were still making
Because they're offering
$200 a
competitive
match.
contracts, so it's like, okay, I gotta compete.
Yeah. And that's
that
what led
contract.
to fucking WWE.
But now
doing
it's just like you gotta kiss Vince's ass.
that. Yeah. And then like
And
the thing
he
too,
actually did that.
yeah, he had the Kiss My Ass
He
Club
had people kiss his ass.
on live TV.
Lots of
Trish
people.
Stratus.
Like you said, the Kiss My Ass Club. There's people who
Lots
kiss,
of
I
at
remember,
least 10 people.
the two I remember
It was
was
double digits.
the two I remember
Bare
for
ass?
sure. Yeah,
Bare
bare
ass.
ass. He would pull his fucking.
He'd have a
some-
jock strap on.
Yeah, but it was bare ass cheek.
Under
Trish
his
Stratus
fucking suit.
and
Yeah,
JR.
they'd kiss his ass.
those are the two I remember.
And that was a metaphor for real life.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
do you,
the
do you,
boss.
do you remember when they made Vince kiss Rikishi's ass?
Yeah.
Rikishi was a big fat Samoan dude, and they buried his face right in his
What was the
fucking
name
butt
of
crack.
his...
What was the metaphor for that one?
That was just revenge.
What was the name of Rikishi's move?
Which in when you put the stink face,
Stink face.
stink
Yes,
face.
kisser.
No, there was a stink face because you know how they had the second rope and they'd be sitting on the mat with their like that on the second rope, and Rikishi would like literally lean back, open his cheeks, and like just put his butthole right in your face.
Yeah, that's where we wrestle with the thong.
Yeah, he wrestled with the thong. You know he didn't
He
want to
just-
wrestle with the thong.
You gotta wrestle with the thong, Rikishi.
Ini-
If that's your move, you need a thong.
Well, initially,
You can't just have a cloth ass.
Initially, because
You gotta
do,
do that
do you
move.
remember Yokozuna, how he used to come out? He used to have the red tights down to his knees,
Yeah.
and then he wore the thong.
Yeah.
And that because they wanted,
Set
Yeah,
up.
but he didn't do a fucking ass cheek.
yeah, but they wanted Yokozuna to do that initially, and he said no, he wasn't going to do it because he wasn't really Japanese, right?
No,
He was Samoan. He was one of the cousins from The Rock and
Yeah,
Rikishi and all them.
Yeah,
And
but
then when Rikishi came in, they were like, "Come on, like, you got to do it. We wanted Yoko to do it, but he didn't do it. Come on, you got to do it for us."
Rikishi, that's why Rikishi's more beloved.
Yeah, that's exactly why he's more beloved, and he was more fun. Like he became a fucking baby face because it was like, look at his ass, look at that ass, and it was
Just
just
a
this
baby face.
good guy. Babyface is a good guy. Heel's a bad guy.
Yeah, they had just heavy hitters, man, in that era. There was Rikishi, Stone Cold, The Rock.
Fucking Hardy's,
Train.
Edge. Yeah, fucking.
I didn't really care for them, but they were popular. Hardy's.
The Hardys. I always liked the Hardys.
I never liked.
I used to, Edge was always one of my favorites too.
But they're like goth shit and they're bright.
I love the bloodbath. That was one of my favorite things they used to do when the screen would go black, like the arena would go dark, and all of a sudden the lights would come back on, and whoever they were wrestling would just be laid out in the middle of the mat, just covered in blood.
But back then it was new.
Yeah. And their entrance was dope as hell. Do you remember how he used to come to the ring? The Brood, Edge, Christian, and
the Brood was different. It was a little different than Edge and Christian.
yeah, that's
But the
true.
Hardy Boys,
They were more like they were just.
I never liked the Hardy Boys. Like I like their
I don't know
willingness.
any of these people you're naming.
No.
I like their willingness to just get hurt.
Yeah.
But they're always just so gay to me.
I was laughing. I was listening to an interview with them.
Like they're like Guns N' Roses minus the guns.
Like even for the time that I watched wrestling, I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
3 or 4, maybe.
Like, because you were watching like when it was Cena,
Senna.
and who else? Who else would it have been?
No, I started watching like my dad would get the tickets or whatever to go watch. Then we would go to Staples Center.
Yeah.
Wherever the fuck it was. In the box.
It had to be. I know. Well, I mean, it had to be Cena
That was,
because Cena's been
that was
around.
when The Rock was there.
Gabriel was like 6.
And then I watched a little bit on TV. I think it was like 6 or 7. Eddie Guerrero was on there.
Eddie
So-
Guerrero was the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah. I think I stopped watching just before he actually died.
No, Cena still does his thing. Cena's still good,
Cena's a fucking.
but he's
Scout.
old.
He's a Boy Scout.
He is a Boy Scout. I mean, that's his gimmick though. He's a fucking Boy Scout.
That's not
not a
hard.
gimmick, that's
Yeah,
real
it's
life.
not creative.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not creative to be like, oh, Marines are good. America. Right on.
Like Cena's the
that's
new
not
Hogan.
that fucking. That's not creative. Not creative to be fucking God is great.
It's a fucking super clean cut.
Soldiers are you're fighting for your.
Oh, damn it, I
Do
threw
that
away my
stuff
monster can.
ironically, just fucking-
Yeah, I forgot. I was gonna. Did Michael show you the video of the lady at the explaining how Monster's evil? Monster Energy drink.
Oh, why?
No, because okay, you know the scratch marks
Uh-huh.
in the Hebrew language. That mark that like if you look at one of the marks individually, that like it's vertical then or it's a horizontal mark dash and then a vertical scrape. That is the number 6 in Hebrew. So there's 3 of them. That's 666. And then the O in the monster has got the line through it. That's the cross. You know, and how do you drink a monster? You drink it upside down like that. So now it's an upside down cross when you drink it, and Satan laughs. Every time you take a drink of a monster, Satan laughs. And I was gonna, cause I was drinking that monster gang. I was gonna. That's why he texts Satan laughs.
Yeah.
I'll have him show you the video.
Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure
Yeah.
what the deal was.
I was gonna take a drink of it in front of my mom, because like, she obviously it was
So
stupid.
you told her that?
Yeah, no, she saw the video, but it was fucking. It's like it's funny because the way she explains it's like, how shit. Like that, everything she says up to that point where she says every time you take a drink of Monster, Satan laughs. Like everything up until that point was like, holy shit, that kind of makes sense. Like a 666, the mark of the beast. Like everything starts to make because like the beast monster. Like you know what I mean. And then because their logo is Unleash the Beast for Monster, and like, everything they're saying is like shit. That kind of does make sense. Holy shit. And then when you drink the monster, you drink because like the way she does it is so fucking over. Just like she turns the whole monster upside down, so the cross is upside down.
Yeah, people don't drink it like that.
Nobody does. No,
You drink it like that until it's like the last.
That's
drop.
that's the last drop of it. Yeah, and it's like fucking Satan laughs.
So Satan lasts once.
Saying that he pretty much at the end of the can. He's not laughing the whole time. So I was like, as many monsters as I've drunk in my life.
I can afford one Satan.
Yeah, Satan's been giggling his ass off around me, shit. I had some stories. I don't know where Michael went. He just fucking walked off. Like,
It's fine.
he just took off. Marvel's announcing a Deadpool versus Black Panther series.
Deadpool versus Black Panther.
Yeah.
Have they ever? Or is this a comic or is this
It's a comic, yeah, it's a comic. It's a miniseries, 5 issues.
I was about to ask, have they ever been like known
I don't
to
know.
interact with each other, or is this like a new thing that they're going to be?
Not really.
Because Black Panther was so successful
Yeah.
and Deadpool was so successful, they're just going to mash them together.
I think that's kind of what they're going for. No, that's the first cover right there. The conflict comes from Deadpool's quest for vibranium, something that's highly guarded and sacred to Black Panther and the entire kingdom of Wakanda. Obviously, they aren't going to give it up without a fight, but that seems just fine by Deadpool. That's the official description of why they're...
what can Black Panther do to Deadpool?
I don't know. I feel like Deadpool just wants vibranium because it's in the movies. That's the only reason Deadpool wants fucking vibranium.
He probably doesn't know what it's for or what to use it for.
Yeah, or how to use it, but...
Because it's like a metal. It's like, he probably thinks it's like a crystal.
Yeah. He has no idea what it is.
That'd be great. He's actually going after like some, just like a diamond.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
He's
he
vibranium.
thinks
He's like encountered vibranium throughout the entire comic.
Yeah.
But he thinks.
Yeah, it's not even like something like it's just gonna be like a trinket, and it's like, well, the whole miniseries is gonna culminate with like, wait, that's what you were after the whole time? Why didn't you just ask for that?
Yeah.
That's not vibranium. So is it weird? Do people still call people on YouTube vloggers?
People who actually are vloggers, they call vloggers.
Okay. Because, I don't know, it just seems like an outdated term to me. But, 3 YouTube vloggers die in a tragic accident after falling off a waterfall in British Columbia.
Yeah, vloggers are just like a genre of YouTube videos.
So these 3...
And it's typically just like somebody selfie camming themselves.
Yeah, and they're telling their stories. Like, they're like, hey, this is my fucking day.
Yeah, just narrating what they're doing.
Yeah, so these 3, I when I initially saw the headline, I was like, oh, they were probably doing something fucking stupid for their YouTube channel. And it turns out they were just fucking hanging out.
Having a normal day? So they died?
Yeah, what happened was they were having a normal day. It was a female. There's 2 males and a female. And one of them slipped. The female slipped and fell into the water. And was getting dragged away by the current. So the 2 other males were like, oh, we can get in there and get her. And no, they couldn't. And so they just went over the waterfall and died. The end.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bummer. Shit, there was something I wanted to bring up. You said spoiler-free reviews, if you can, of both Incredibles and Ant-Man and Wasp.
I mean, Incredibles is incredible.
Is it?
Yeah.
Better than the first?
I liked it better than the first, I think.
Is it?
I haven't seen the first one in so long, so I can't. I don't want to disclose that.
Okay.
So, but it's really good. Jack steals the show.
That's what I hear. You're not the only person that's told me that. Jack is the best thing in that movie.
Yeah. That Jack scene makes that movie. Ant-Man and the Wasp is very good. I think it's better than the first Ant-Man.
Okay.
It does what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Comic relief, a lot of comic relief.
And supposedly they come and they explain why they're not in Infinity War.
Yeah.
They do? No.
No, they don't explain why they're not in Infinity War. They show what happens.
Where they're at during Infinity War, maybe, or how?
Well, they kind of show what happens at the time that everyone's kind of vanished.
Ah, okay. I'm assuming that's an end credit scene.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said there was 4 or 5 end credit scenes?
Depending on what you consider an end credit scene, it's like either 4 or 2.
Okay. 4 or 2. All right.
Because there's like 1 minute
So
credit scene.
wait, the movie ends. The movie ends. Credits start to
It
roll.
kind of like he had the whole thing resolves and it just makes like a hard cut to him like playing with his daughter.
Oh, okay. So that's
and it's like there's one little thing.
Okay.
And then
that's more of an epilogue than an end credit scene.
Yeah, I guess you could say. And then it like cuts to. I'm trying to remember which one. There's 2. I'm trying to remember. I'm thinking of the after credit scene right now. So,
okay.
But yeah, so am I allowed to say the mid credit scene? Mid credit scene is probably the most important one.
Okay, then don't say it.
No.
Don't say it.
End credit scene, it just shows like an ant playing with the drum set, with a little drum set.
Ah, okay. That's at the very end of the credits.
Yeah.
Okay, when you watch all the credits roll by.
Yeah.
So there's a there's an epilogue, I'm assuming 2 epilogues based on what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
A mid-credit scene and an end-credit scene.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'd give that 4. Because the way the player 2 told me, he goes, "There's 2 endings." Like, what the fuck you mean there's 2 endings? Like, I was thinking something like fucking, what was that fucking stupid movie?
Yeah, no, this is not. It's not like It's not like alternate endings. It's,
Yeah, that's why he made it seem. I thought it was I was like Paranormal Activity. Like, I gotta watch the movie twice and hopefully I get the different ending. But that would have been. You know what? Now that I think of it, that would have been cool for Infinity War.
like different people die.
Yeah, like different people die for each one. Spider-Man has to die every time though.
No, but
Because
then how would that work though? For the next movie, people would be confused because you would have to find like you can't do like maybe you could have like different.
well, you pick one true ending.
The movie, yeah.
I guess it would be based
because
on
like
fan reaction.
some people wouldn't go see the movie multiple times.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, but
you're
see-
basically just gonna guess which one. You can't just guess because then like
No,
a
you-
third
I mean-
of the fucking people who watch the movie don't even know what's happening because
Yeah.
they thought
They
so
thought
and
so-and-so
so
died, yeah.
so and so died.
You're right.
So they would have to make 3 different movies for the let's say 3 different endings.
Yeah.
And then if you didn't get the movie
right
that
ending.
goes to your ending that you watched,
Yeah, you're right.
you're
Yeah.
still fucked.
Well, see, then they have to make 2 different Infinity War 2s based on the different endings.
They'd have to do like a set thing and be like, if you got this ending,
Watch to go to this theater.
you gotta go to Infinity War C.
Yeah, it's like a true.
If you got this ending, you gotta go to Infinity War B.
Are you guys still talking about WWE?
No.
I know.
Where did you go?
Talk
Just
about-
walk the fuck
I was-
away.
Checking on my dog.
But yeah, there's no real like explanation to why they're not
Why they're not there,
Why
okay.
they're not in Infinity War. Like it pretty much it's just they're fucking busy.
Yeah, they're fighting off this bitch that fucking does the same shit they do, pretty much.
I mean, the villains aren't really like the big.
That's kind of like based on the trailers. That's the vibe I get. It's like the villains are like meh.
The whole thing is just like trying to get because what they're doing is they're trying to get to Hank Pym's wife. They're trying.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
think she's alive. They're trying to get her
I'm
back.
trying to get to her, yeah.
And that's that's the whole thing. And then Ghost just kind of gets in the way, and like that's about it.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about Infinity War now. And I forget what.
Michael Pena is fucking hilarious.
He's fucking amazing. Like, I love him. Have you seen Chips?
Yes.
It's a terrible movie, but he's amazing in it. Like, he's fucking hilarious in it. Like when he like that. My favorite scene is when like it's like, is she wearing is she wearing Lululemons? Is it the double stitch gusset? And like,
No.
it's my weakness. And he's,
Yeah, it's the other way around though. He goes, it's double stitch. He's like, oh my god, they're Lululemon.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
He starts like fucking just in it.
yeah, yeah. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. The opening scene when he's busting that one dude, he's like, yeah, and I fucked your wife too, and he shows a video of her naked. I was like, that's fucking like he's an undercover cop and he busts like some fucking drug lord. And like right as they're arresting him, he goes like, "Oh, you betrayed me. I thought we were friends. I took you on vacation." Blah. He's like, "Yeah, and I fucked your wife too." And he shows like a picture of his wife, like posing, sending nudes.
Look at this topic says, why is PlayStation king? Because Sony bravely supports games that end.
Games that end?
Yeah,
Like, what do they mean, games that end?
like that have an ending. Like they don't just keep doing it every year.
Oh yeah. Well, that's true. Like they don't have to this is a story. This is it.
Yeah.
Sony just has better games, I believe. Like because Xbox, like their exclusives aren't really.
Yeah, I was telling that to
Like,
Gabriel
great.
on one of the episodes. Like, why would I get an Xbox?
There's no incentive to get an Xbox other
Yeah,
than
I'd
like.
rather get a Switch. Like at this point, I need a Switch at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna be getting one.
I want to play My Name Is Pedro. Or
No,
what is it?
my friend Pedro. I want to get that game so bad.
Yeah, that shit looks super.
Yeah, Gabriel, we'll call you out on the show about this because I called you out. I called you out in person about this.
Did I
So-
tell you about it?
Yeah. So Chub did specifically asking. So, are there any games at E3
That were
pe-
fucking look cool that nobody knows anything about. Nah,
that was
nothing
not-
really.
Too much
Just
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Just Fortnite.
A lot of Fortnite.
And then this fucking game.
He knew all about it. He was like, "Oh yeah, that fucking game."
Yeah, it's what my
Did
my
you
friend
already know
Pedro.
about it?
Like I knew about it, but I didn't see it at E3. I saw like a video.
Didn't
Yeah,
you?
they had a demo, I guess, at E3.
That fucking game looks amazing. It's
Yeah, it looks
just a
super
fucking side scroller. Fucking what's that name of that fucking game you like? The VR game.
Oh, I don't remember what it's called.
You know that VR game
I've
that
never
he's always
played
talking
it.
about? I know you haven't played it, but you're always talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I told you, but like I didn't find the second half of the whole fucking conference.
Oh, until like the next
until
day,
like
right?
the last day.
Yeah.
So like I just waited in Spider-Man, and then played like Brawl, or sorry, not Brawl, Super Smash
Super
Bros.
Bros, yeah.
And Pokemon.
Damn.
So like if there was stuff in that room that was really interesting, I really didn't get to see it.
Like, Zero. You let me down. Next year, you're not allowed to go to E3.
I didn't even know there was like a
us.
second hall.
You are a terrible reporter.
Yeah, you're not allowed to go to E3 without us.
Your journalism skills are.
I'm not a journalist, sir.
You are a journalist.
Well, thank you.
Those Thai kids are still trapped?
What
Yeah,
type
The
of
Thailand soccer
Yeah, they
team?
have to teach them how to swim and shit.
What the fuck? Wait, what?
They're in a cave. They're like trapped in a cave.
It's like a kids soccer team.
They're trapped in a
Elon
cave?
Musk is
Yeah,
trying to make
for
a-
some reason they're in a cave, and they're trapped, and the only way through is like a underwater cavern, and none of the kids know how to swim.
Well, why don't they get them to... You know
They
those
said it's
fuck-
hard for like well-trained scuba divers to get
to get out of there?
out of there.
Okay. I was gonna say, shit, like, why don't they just send some people in? Well, like,
They
you know,
said Elon Musk is
trying to develop a
trying
submarine.
to make a submarine, a kid-sized submarine.
Yeah, so right now they're just like sending food through.
Yeah. Just keeping
supplies.
them alive, yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
That sucks, huh?
That does.
If you get out of there, I guess you look back on it as like...
How long were they in there before they even found them though? Like a week or some shit?
I don't know. A
Yeah,
couple of days,
I think
almost
that-
a week.
Yeah, I think they were in there.
I don't
for
think a
like
full week.
Did any of them get eaten?
I think,
5 days.
or maybe just over a week.
Yeah,
It's either just over a week or just under a week.
give or take a week.
Hey, so how... Wait, so it's an entire kid soccer team?
Pretty much.
So
Yeah.
were they just like on their way home from a game one
Yeah,
day?
I don't know what the deal is with them
And-
being in a cave.
I don't know how they got in
And
the cave.
if that's the only way in and out, how the fuck did they get in there?
I think there was a monsoon or something.
Yeah, they're just
There's
like
something.
they're in an air bubble.
There was like a flood. There's something that the water...
I just
They're in the
picture-
air bubble.
Like, you know, like in a like Mega Man or like some old Nintendo game where the bubble would just come and swallow them and just and they just pop when they're there. It's just like they got swept away.
Yeah, there was something like a hurricane
Okay.
or something.
So
water-
maybe they were hiding in there.
The water,
And then-
the water raised, elevated, or whatever.
The water,
or
okay.
or it flooded that area, so
Okay.
they got trapped somehow. I don't
Okay.
Or collapsed the opening. Or
Okay.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, some shit like that.
But don't they have those? Because I know I've seen they have them for dogs, where it's a fucking helmet that goes over the fucking dog, so you can take your goddamn dog scuba diving. I don't know why the fuck you want to take a dog scuba diving, but I've seen that shit.
Yeah, but how long does it last?
Long enough to get a fucking kid through a goddamn cave and
that's
out
Okay,
the
kid
fucking.
doesn't know how to swim.
Well, then you
The
fucking
dog
put,
knows how to swim when
You-
you're putting it on, when you're ready to put a fucking scuba gear on it.
you put the damn helmet on the kid and you drag the kid out. Like you tie a rope around his waist and you drag him the fuck out.
Yeah, but kids are retarded.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I don't know, man. You don't know what's going on. You
Fucking-
don't even know all the details.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
you
already-
didn't even know about it. You want to
don't
fucking
even know all
argue
the
with
details,
this?
and you're already coming up with fucking.
You know
like,
what?
why don't they do this?
Yeah.
They didn't think of
Clearly,
this?
the answer is this.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm right here.
I'm gonna look this shit up. I'm gonna look that shit up. I'm gonna figure out where those dogs.
I'm right here. They could have asked me the whole time, and I could have got them kids out
I'm
with
gonna
my ideas.
I'm gonna Google
Should
this
be the
shit.
I've
crisis
seen this-
consultant.
I'm gonna get all the information on it. I'm gonna
Crisis
find out where those
consultant.
goddamn dog helmets are. I'm gonna be like, hey Elon, kick it. We don't need your goddamn sub.
Fuck your submarine.
Fuck
I have
this-
helmets.
I got these helmets.
I've got helmets.
They're smaller. They work. Fuck off. And then people are like, oh shit.
How long?
What's your podcast called?
How long would it take a homeboy to build a little submarine?
Probably it takes him some time. I mean, he could probably get some basic sub fucking like technology, because they do have like those mini remote control subs and shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, well, like it's gonna be at like a manufactured speed, but how fast is that? Yeah,
You know what?
But you would have to figure. He would have to figure out how to be able to build the parts for a submarine that are small enough
Hey, they got
To
these
fit
these
through
got to
this
be
area.
manufactured.
He
But it's
could probably do it
it's
in a
just
couple of
getting
weeks.
a submarine and then scaling it down, but you got to manufacture a fucking submarine. How long does it
Right,
take
but
to
what if there's
manufacture a car?
but what if like let's say like the motors or whatever or like certain parts they just don't function.
They
as
can't-
well
they can't
as
fucking scale.
smaller.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, I know, obviously, but
Like, just say in a
so
perfect
he would
world.
have to figure out how can we still keep this operating at this small of a size.
In a perfect world, if they could just scale the parts down, like this is a sub, we make it smaller. If they could if we shrink it and it works this way. If they, in a perfect world, they could probably build a sub in 2 to 3 weeks.
yeah, but that's a long ass time. You're in
Yeah.
a fucking cave for 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying,
Well, he hasn't even decided if he's
I
going
mean,
to
they're
do it or
already
not.
in
He's
there
like,
for like a week, for like give or take.
yeah,
Elon Musk was just like,
and
hey,
that-
I just said I was thinking about it.
yeah,
I
We
didn't
haven't
say
done
it.
anything.
Yeah.
and that,
I
and
was
that's
just thinking. I don't even know if it's possible yet. I was
And-
just thinking about it.
in 2 to 3 weeks
I've just been
is
brainstorming.
And the headlines
I
was
haven't
like,
done.
the headlines were like, Elon Musk building kids submarines, gonna save kids soon. In 2 days.
and I
says
say
Elon Musk.
2 days.
I say
I just said I was thinking about it. That maybe I'll come up with a decision in 2
I don't even
days.
have blueprints.
yeah. I say 2 to 3 weeks, meaning
I built
like
rockets.
to
They go
like
into
fucking
space.
actually machine the parts and then assemble it. You know what I mean? Because machining the parts is what's going to take the
Because
longest.
that's how Elon Musk talks.
With that gravelly ass, the gay drunk whiskey voice.
Yeah.
So, have you guys heard Donald Trump's new campaign slogan?
Is it for Space Force?
No, it's not for Space Force.
Space Force, fuck
And he's
yeah.
trying to actually he's trying to copyright it right now, and the reason he hasn't been able to get it copyrighted, so his ooh,
Did you just fart?
that was a squeaker. Yeah, I hope that picked up.
Mongrel.
Keep America great. That's his new slogan right now.
Because it's great again?
Because it's already great. He made America great again.
When?
I don't know.
I fucking missed the meeting.
Apparently America is great now.
I missed the press conference when he fucking said America's all great again.
But so his new slogan is "Keep America Great," and he's trying to get it copywritten, and he's having problems having it copywritten because it's already copywritten by a horror movie,
What horror movie?
The Purge.
All right.
Well, because they saw this coming.
The Purge is that's one of the slogans from the movie is "Keep America Great," and that's why they do the Purge
Yeah.
every year. It's because that's what helps keep that's the slogan of the Purge: is "Keep America Great."
Why
Fucking kill
is
people.
the fact that it's a horror movie that's not important?
It's just the fact because the slogan of the Purge itself, like in the movie.
Right, but whatever this article's trying to say, they're trying to say like,
Oh, yeah, no.
he's trying to quote a horror movie.
Yeah, no, he's not quoting a horror movie. It's just a coincidence
Yeah,
that it's a
the
horror
Purge
movie
of all fucking horror movies is the one about
about.
fucking government.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
But that's why it's funny is because it's fucking this fucked up movie about like oh, how do we keep America great? Let everyone kill each other for a fucking night. You know?
that's what they're trying to say. They're like, oh, he quotes movies like this.
I heard the new Purge movie's terrible.
Yeah, I definitely heard it's the worst.
Oh, that last drink was like.
I mean, just looking at it, it looked like
it's like the Purge. It's like
there's
okay.
no reason. Like you know, nothing's gonna be like
Resolved because everything. Like this is the first.
it's the first purge.
It's
You know, the purge becomes like a tradition for fucking billions for like 100 years.
100 years, something like that. Yeah.
The Purge. The first Purge.
The way someone broke it down to me,
I
like,
was wondering, too, like, their suits have gotten fancier. So it's like, if it was the first Purge, they wouldn't have the fancy suits yet. They would be just, like, in basic ski masks and shit.
yeah, they wouldn't have the
They
mask.
wouldn't have all these crazy fancy-looking suits. You know?
Yeah,
The black
Yeah,
people
like
started
everyone,
it.
everyone in that movie seems to be like an expert at purging.
yeah.
And fucking
When it's
makeup.
the first purge.
And
It's a
makeup.
purge planet.
They shouldn't be used to
And
killing
latex
people
and makeup art as well.
All right.
Because everyone's like a fucking Halloween master. Apparently, the people who are good at purging are also they
Masters
win
at
first place at Halloween
Halloween
contests
contests every year.
Those are the people you gotta watch out
That's
for.
what I'm saying. Like, like the first purge, they would just be a basic shit.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, fucking
It'd
ski
it'd probably
ski
be
masks,
people,
or
like,
fucking
going
maybe
around
hockey
It'd be
just
like
masks.
robbing
Spider-Man.
people.
Remember when Spider-Man made his first suit? That's how they would be.
Yeah, or they would be wearing the hockey masks, or fucking just like
Yeah, they
some
wouldn't
kind
have
of
all
something to
these
cover their
crazy-
goddamn face.
Looking shit until like Purge 100, and then
It'd
they're
probably
like,
be a bunch of
"Hey
mistakes.
guys, why don't
like
we make
people,
this a
like,
little
people
bit
would
more
probably
fun?"
kill people after the fact on accident.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the
So-
purge is over. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I thought we were
Recorded,
still
yeah.
going.
Or if
That'd
you
be
killed
better.
somebody,
Can we get like a
right
buzzer or
before
something for next time so we know? some body slattered in front. Yeah. I mean,
No, it was after the buzzer. You're dead.
yeah, can we just get like a bell, maybe something?
You're right.
the Burge.
Someone has broken down the way the purge to me. They said was, you know how every horror movie when they run out of ideas they go to the hood.
Yeah.
So it's like there's Leprechaun, and Leprechaun finally goes to the hood after like the fifth part. Like this is Purge in the hood. Like
The Wishmaster go
Yeah,
to the
there
hood?
is a lot of.
I think the Wishmaster did go to the hood.
The Wishmaster probably went to the hood.
Then Jason went to the Jason went to space. That's the thing. They go to space and then they go to the hood. Because like yeah,
Damn, they go to space first.
they go to space first, and it's like fuck, we ain't got nowhere else to go. Let's go to the hood. But no, I think Leprechaun did it different. Leprechaun went to the hood first, then went to space. Then he came back to the hood.
Well, at least they had the decency.
Because there's Leprechaun in the hood too.
Aren't they making a Space Jam too?
Yeah, with LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
No, we talked about him last
Oh, we
week.
talked about it last week. But
Possibly.
you didn't post the
He's
episode until after fucking the Lakers have been almost fully resurrected from the grave.
Yeah, no, yeah, there was issues posting the episode. So, yeah, fucking last week we talked about like, yeah, he might be coming to the Lakers. And like the next day, it was like, oh yeah, shit,
LeBron.
It's-
And then the next day, like, oh, Rondo. Oh, fucking.
Did Kawhi Leonard actually?
Not yet. I don't think so. They say he is. Somebody else good though.
I mean, Rondo had his best year like 3 years ago.
Yeah, but he could still have a good run.
okay then.
It's not like he's been doing bad.
I don't know. I haven't paid attention, but like
He's
Rondo,
the guy though. He's one
Rondo
that.
was disgusting like 3 years ago. He was getting,
Yeah,
like,
but he needs because he
20
needs
assists in a
teammates.
game.
Because he needs teammates to pass to.
Yeah.
He's not a carry the team. If he has somebody to fucking, then he's really good.
He's getting older.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Elon Musk making kid-sized submarine. Right. That's just all the headline.
In the works.
It says making kid-sized submarine. It doesn't say developing. It says he's making it.
Or is it just an idea?
So he is no. That's fake news.
Chicago mayor claps back at Illinois. That's a weird word. Claps back. Like that's a weird phrasing
It's a
in
clap
politics.
back, bro.
Yeah, like that's
Clap
more
back.
of a
They're
Yeah,
quoting
clap
Ja
back.
Rule.
yeah, right.
We're gonna clap back. 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 Clap back. We're gonna clap back. We're gonna clap back.
God damn it.
We're gonna clap back.
Man, all this fucking bullshit, motherfucking political bullshit. Nobody cares about politics.
These are your topics.
No, these aren't my topics. I'm looking at fucking my news feed. Like trying
Because
to.
he didn't get topic.
I had some topics, but. What's that fucking guy that Alex?
Thousands without power in Los Angeles
Alec
after
Baldwin?
Alex
after high
Caceres.
demand due to heat wave. That would be the worst, dude, if the power went out and there was.
All of a sudden, power just goes
Yesterday?
out. Dude, yesterday was hot as fucking.
miserable,
Dude.
man.
Yeah.
It was what 100. I think it was like
115.
yeah, something like that.
I went running when I got home from work.
Fuck that noise. I fucking went and fucking
I was like, yeah.
took out my balls in front of the air conditioner when I got home from work.
Yeah, I actually worked out in my backyard. Felt great. You just jump in the pool.
Oh
That's
shit.
the best one. When you work out and you jump in the pool right after. We're gonna clap back. We're gonna clap back. We're gonna clap back. We're gonna clap back.
Alex Caceres, the dude that was fucking attacking the bus with Conor McGregor, apologizes. Caceres, I think is Alex Caceres. He's got the little afro he fought yesterday.
He helped Conor McGregor.
Yeah, Conor was attacking the bus, and he's the one that threw the thing that broke the fucking glass.
That's the guy who threw the chair in the window?
Yeah.
Alex Caceres?
Yeah. Remember, he was supposed to fight in 223. Hold on, let me pull it back up.
I thought McGregor was the one who threw the chair.
No, McGregor threw the rail.
He threw the dolly? Him?
This fucking guy.
He was with Connor?
Yeah.
He just fought.
On Friday, yeah. He was supposed to fight in 223, but his fight was canceled because he fucking helped Connor attack the fucking bus.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he was in their fucking goon squad.
Yeah, he was in the goon.
Like a normal dude.
Nah, he was in the goon squad. And they were like, nah, fuck that. You're not fighting no more. So he apologizes for attacking the bus. He says that he drank the Kool-Aid and Connor got him all hyped up, and he was like, fuck that shit.
What an idiot.
Yeah. So, there's a college professor. He's going to teach a college course about Batman.
Right.
I don't know what you have to major in to take a fucking Batman college course.
It's probably just a random elective.
But why the fuck?
It's probably just for credits.
Look at this headline.
It's just an easy class you take for credits.
Look at this headline.
What's up?
Dr. Conrad Murray hopes Joe Jackson finds redemption in hell.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Please, does it say ... in hell?
No, that would have been great though.
Yeah, right.
But it just says finds redemption in hell. Dr. Conrad Murray kind of looks like O.J. Simpson.
Ooh,
Why did you-
another
why-
squeaker. It's more of a pop culture fucking class. But it's going to focus mainly on the rise of Batman in popularity. Okay, I can see that. That's pretty cool. It's going to focus also on Black Panther. Because they're the same character, really. Yeah, so...
I mean, how are you going to teach a class about Black Panther, though? It's like literally everyone's lived through it because it's only happened in the last, year.
Well, no, the comic book character as well. Just the character in
I mean, was he super popular? I feel like...
No, but it's part of the because what the actual class is, it's not just it's not just about Batman. It's the rise of Batman, how he became so popular, and the way he remains popular in mainstream media. Obviously, they're gonna get into who Batman is and what his character is and all that shit. But
Well, you see, Batman is Bruce Wayne.
I feel like Batman has to disappear for a while.
well, just the different incarnations of Batman as well.
They just need
I think Batman.
I think he is going to disappear for a while because he's been around for so long. Dark Knight was like the best iteration of it. Like it almost can't be done better. So it's like just go away. You don't. Why did you have to continue on?
they didn't give us some time and let those Christopher Nolan movies
Fade from people's memories. All right, we're back.
Eventually,
No.
We only
will
lost 2
not.
seconds this time.
eventually it won't hold up.
Dark Knight Rises is still like the best superhero movie.
I don't know,
If
man.
you watch it,
Dark Knight Rises?
no, I mean,
You mean just the Dark Knight with the Joker, right?
Batman Begins was just the Dark Knight.
Because
Yeah,
Batman
Dark Knight
Begins,
Rises was
Dark
pretty bad.
Knight.
Dark Knight
and Dark
Rises
Knight
was actually not that good at all.
It was
It's okay.
whatever.
It was good, but not that good at all.
Yeah, Dark Knight. Just the Dark Knight.
Not compared to the first two.
Yeah, Batman
but
Begins and Dark Knight were
is
both.
the best superhero movie.
Yeah.
Just the way it was done. From
Because,
beginning to
it
end,
was done so
beginning
realistically.
to end, you're cringing your teeth and shit. You're like,
Yeah, it was done so
fuck,
realistically.
What is this crazy motherfucker gonna do?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
It wasn't even that realistic.
not realistically, but I
it
think
was.
for
It
a
was
Batman.
practical. It wasn't realistic, but it was practical.
Practical. There you go. And then I want to say, okay, don't get me wrong. What's his name? What's the guy's name that played fucking Joker? Heath Ledger. He did a great job playing Joker. But the way that Joker was written is the best iteration of the Joker. He's not you don't know who the fuck he is. You don't know his background story.
Yeah.
You don't know what if you look at he's the
I don't know the way
closest
he,
to the comic Joker.
Burns that pile of money.
Yeah, like his motivation.
He doesn't give a shit. His motivation is chaos.
Smacks the dude on a pencil.
Yeah, the
just
whole
chaos.
just some men want to see the world burn. That,
Having
like
fun and chaos.
like that's the thing.
He just
And
wants
that's
to have fun, but his fun is causing chaos.
yeah, like Joker having a like in the comic books, Joker really doesn't have any other motivations other than let's fuck with
and
Batman.
Then
And
you
that's what
take
his-
that, like you take that. It's like like the school shootings. Everyone wants to know like why. Like, oh, he's just crazy. He's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's not a satisfying answer. It's not satisfying.
But that's
it's
what
just
it
like
is.
yeah,
That's
but
what
that's
it
what it is, and it's
Yeah.
simple, but
Some men just want
but
to
the
watch
way
the world.
but the way they
The
did it
size
was
of the
like
tangerine.
yeah, you could look at it as simplistic, but they did it so like
They just do it. Yeah.
they did it like still deep, like why, like they tapped into that, like why is he crazy, like why does he do this, why
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's why they always try and connect it to video games or
Yeah, because there's no clear reason, and that's the thing, because like with the Joker, there's no reason other than to fuck with Batman and cause chaos. That's why that's his motivation for shit. If Batman did the Dark Knight comic book, The Dark Knight Returns, that's the best. And again, that's what they were basing all this shit on. Is the Joker when Batman retires, the Joker just stops. The Joker legit stops everything. He doesn't talk. He doesn't move. He eats because they feed him. He doesn't do anything.
well that's retarded.
But no, this is just because he goes into because he
Yeah.
has no motivation to do
It
anything.
should just be like whatever.
And when Batman
You should
when
just watch comedies and shit and drink beer.
It should be all fat and washed
Yeah, yeah.
up, and then Batman comes back. He's like, "It's go time."
Yeah.
well, the thing about it, like the way they do it in the comics is like it's just like it's literally him. He's just sitting in a chair, not
Yeah, and
moving,
then that
not
would be
blinking.
great because Batman would be rusty, and then Joker would be rusty.
Yeah,
And then we get like the Kimbo's, or we get the Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz 3, like we're gonna be getting.
right.
Did you know that?
Yeah, but and Golden Boy MMA,
Yeah, Golden Boy.
Golden
MMA.
Boy MMA, we're bringing it together.
Well, first I gave you a boxing lesson.
Yeah, first
and now I'm
now
gonna give you
MMA.
a MMA lesson.
I brought these two legends. I talked to both of them, and I'm bringing them back into the octagon. Okay, we can't get an octagon because that's copyrighted by UFC. But we're gonna have it's a hexagon. I mean, it's 3 less sides, but it's the same. Hey, it's the same. Okay, so it's 2 Grey Warriors having a fight.
2 less sides.
I said 3 less sides. I miscounted.
Pentagon, bro.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Sorry. You're just in the character. That's what.
I wonder what-
exactly.
What is the goal
It's well.
of Oscar De La Hoya promoting a MMA fight between Chuck
Well,
Liddell
because
and
because
Tito
boxing is not as popular anymore, except for in Latin American countries or in Europe. In America, everyone's watching MMA. Everyone's watching UFC. So I have to keep up because Golden Boy Productions, we only participate. We only promote in the United States. So that's why I'm a warrior.
Did you hear? There was
Any different
something.
comment? I'm a war.
There was
I'm a
something
warrior.
that just came out about De La Hoya. I forgot what it was, but some chick posted. Oh, they were trying to blackmail De La Hoya, a prostitute, 2 of them, trying to blackmail Oscar De La Hoya.
I told that bitch. I told her, hey, everyone
They
knows.
have-
Everyone knows I'm a freak. I
But
don't care.
They have
Tell-
You're a
pictures,
part of the Me Too.
but they had pictures of this fool like with like kitchen utensils in his ass and shit,
Well,
like spatulas in his ass and shit.
well, see,
Get yourself out of this one, Oscar.
what happened was I told her make sure you pick up the black bag in the corner that I left. She didn't pick up the black bag. All we had left was spatulas.
She grabbed your utensil bag instead
grabbed
of
your
your
barbecue,
grill bag.
She grabbed the
Your grill
barbecue.
bag?
She grabbed, she
It's
grabbed
like,
my
all
grill
right, if
master
you want
bag.
these in your ass.
You know how some people have the little suitcase with the grills in it? with the grill. Fucking.
She grabbed my grill master bag,
Put a-
not my sex toy bag.
She put
and
a fucking brush, the grill brush in it.
That's what a true warrior does.
Fucking wiry ass sharp.
Yeah.
fucking
Apparently,
bro-
that's what.
A true warrior improvises in a
apparently
dex.
that's fucking XX Tentacion. Try to stick a fucking wire brush in some girl's vagina and shit.
Ow!
Like she fainted.
Ow! What the fuck?
A wire brush.
A wire brush, like, ow!
I just read earlier today that in North Carolina, what is it? If she revokes sex, like in the middle of you guys fucking, you can still finish,
Yeah,
and it's
That's-
legal,
fucking
which is basically rape.
yeah. It's still rape, but like not anymore. Not in North Carolina, apparently.
In North Carolina?
Yeah. So if you
NC, North Carolina, right?
yeah. So if you're going to town and she was like, you know what, I changed my mind. You were like, no, you didn't. He's just like, hold on.
I guess you're legally crazy at that point.
I don't know.
You're
I'm-
legally crazy.
I
No,
don't.
it's not. You're legally crazy. It's legal.
Yeah, I'm not good with that. Like that's
Because if you're
like,
legally crazy, then you would go to a fucking psychiatric ward.
I mean, there's people that are into that. I
What do they
guess,
call
but
it?
Fucking
Crime and passion?
crime of passion. Yeah.
Crime and passion. You're legally crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Temporarily
temporary
Temporary
insanity.
insanity.
I mean, yeah, you're driven, but no. I mean, fuck that shit, man. Like that's like if someone tells me no, then I'm good. Like, all right, no.
Yeah, but not everybody's the same.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean,
Yeah, but still.
That's
still
the
no
thing.
excuse.
I mean, yeah, it's no excuse. Just
Yeah, I
like,
don't
what
know
do
if
you
that was just like
You
just
think there's a-
passed, or if
you
that's
think there's
just
a
been a
pill?
thing in North Carolina.
You think there could be some sort of pill for these things? Like pedophilia and like rapists?
I don't
Like,
think
it's
so.
got to be like a hormonal thing that, well, like sex drive to begin with is like a hormonal thing.
Yeah.
right? So if you have a guy who's not usually a rapist, but sometimes
Sometimes
he's a rapist.
Occasional
when,
rapist.
when he's
I don't
rejected.
think there's a.
when
I
he's
don't think there
rejected
would be a
in a
way
certain
to
way.
like specifically like wean out that part.
No,
Yeah,
no,
this
no,
is
it's
the
not
rape
Like
that.
it would probably
No,
like
no,
it would
no,
have
I know
to
that.
completely eliminate his sex drive.
I know, yeah. That. Okay, let me finish. I'm not saying like go and fucking be like, oh, this guy's not gonna eat eggs anymore. Give him a pill so he doesn't eat
doesn't
eggs.
like eggs.
It's that's all hormonal. So you just find a balance that brings the hormonal range from out here down to here.
yeah.
You don't take it all the way away, but you just take it away enough to where not having sex isn't a big of an issue.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's something that
And same thing with a pedophile. Like if the pedophile's sexual drive is at a kid, then yeah, you want to take that down to like
Yeah.
as small as possible.
supposedly what I understand is like with pedophiles, what they're trying to get past. They've been
what
trying to
you
get it
do-
past for years is chemical castration, where it's like they're not literally cutting off the balls, but they're like where you can't. There's no reason because that's part of what causes you.
Shrivel them up.
Yeah, chemically, and that's kind of what causes.
Your ball, like your literal balls,
Yeah. It's
not like hormonal.
no, it's like well, because your balls.
your
that's,
balls
that's where the
are the
hormone.
home-
that's
are
where the
basically
hormones
the
come from to
hormone.
get you built up and.
But can you still get a boner?
No, you can't. Because you don't have the testosterone.
I can see that
you
as
don't
a,
have-
as a punishment,
yeah,
as like a 2-strike law. 2 strikes.
yeah.
First strike is like several years, like at least 10 years, almost 7 to 10 years, and then castration or chemical castration. But what do you do? Like if you're a pedophile, right? You can't help if you're a pedophile.
I
Like
think
if
you
you're
can.
you can't. Like if you like black chicks, you like black chicks.
I mean,
If you like blondes, you like blondes. Like if you just like blondes,
if that's the argument, like just like with the gay arguments, like I can't help what I'm into.
yeah,
kind
you
of
can't
thing.
help but be gay.
I don't think that's the same argument for pedophiles though. That's not a valid like 'cause how can you
But how
lump
do you
that?
know? Are you a pedophile?
No, but that's
You
fucking
pedophile, bro?
You a pedophile sympathizer?
like no. I mean, I'm saying there's no excuse for that. Is what I'm trying to say. Like there's no like that's just what I'm into.
You're
like, no,
born, but are you
'Cause
born that way? Like, what if you're born that way?
I don't think you are.
How
I think
how
I
is
think
that conditioned?
I
You're
think there's a
conditioned 'cause you get-
psychological trauma or
Okay,
something that's
yeah.
associated with it.
Okay,
I don't
so
think
even
it's just
still,
like you're
so, like,
born into like oh I just like little kids.
Yeah, maybe you're right. There is a trauma usually, but sometimes there is just a fucking creep that has
yeah,
had a fine life, and he's just a fucking creep.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. To me, it's just
It's like that girl I showed you who's 15.
Yeah, but that's not
But then,
fair.
but like when we both saw that, and I told you she was 15, you immediately got grossed out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you had thoughts about her, but then I told you you're 15. And
Yeah, did you show Michael the
No,
girl?
I haven't.
Show Michael the girl if you can.
Danielle Bergoli?
No.
No.
Like, it's insane. Like, I told him I felt sorry for her father. Like,
I feel sorry for your mother.
I feel sorry for that's how I said. I feel sorry for your father. It's terrible. Like, yeah, but like, yeah, the minute you said she's 15,
But like,
it's like,
but
okay,
like
like,
if you look at the comments, there's like, I seen them. There's like 30-year-old guys who are like saying the most disgusting fucking things.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's the
Yeah, I mean, look at. Look at classic rock though. Look at there's like a bunch of songs with lyrics like
about little girls.
Yeah, like Paul McCartney.
Yeah,
She's
but like
17,
that's
you know what I mean.
yeah, but that was also different.
There's like a Journey song. I don't know. I think there's a Journey song, but there's
Don't
like
stop believing in 15-year-olds.
there's that one that goes, "She's 16 years old, leave her alone."
Yeah, but see, those ones were those were. Oh, okay.
And then there's that one that.
But see, those ones are written. They're sung from a perspective of another teenager. Not granted, it's an adult singing it, but it's sung from a perspective of a teenager.
Is it really?
Yes,
Peter?
it is.
I don't know about that.
Like those 50. Like there was what's that Calendar Girl? That one, I think that one they say she's like 16 or something. Like that.
Brittany. Yeah, that girl's body is like a normal like a woman's body.
Yeah. Like we had this conversation at work, and I remember I got creeped out by one of the guys at work because we were talking about how like.
But she's not a woman mentality.
Yeah, exactly. But we were talking about how like
it's like you talk to that girl and she's like a fucking
she's like
idiot.
a child. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a child. She's like, oh.
But we were talking about this at work, where
And
it's
you're
like,
well,
because you even said it, like girls didn't look like that when you were in high school. And like it was like,
There's some-
girls.
there's some
there-
girls.
that was the anomaly. You know what I mean? That was the few and far between. Now it's a little bit more common.
no, it's still an
No,
anomaly.
like
You just
that.
see 'em.
Okay,
You
that
just see
obviously
them now because there's social media.
that obviously is an anomaly. But like you see them, like you know. And my buddy was like, "Yeah, I take my son to high school, and I see these girls." And he goes, "She's built like a 30-year-old. I can't help but stare." Like, no, yeah, you can't help but stare. You know, you see her walking into a high school, so you know she's not of age. Stop looking
she was
at
a
her,
teacher.
You sick fuck. Like, like you don't fucking stare, you fucking gross motherfucker. Like, and like, yeah, I think he said the phrase 15-year-old tits. And this is like, ew. Ew.
Yeah.
I think on that note we can fucking wrap this fucking up.
It's not a good note. to end.
That's not a good note.
It's really not.
It's not.
It's a pretty terrible note to end it on. It's
yeah,
almost like, let's not end it on that.
yeah, let's just keep
do
going to
one more
find something
topic.
else up.
Because you just said 15-year-old.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's a fucking complicated world, man.
It is. I mean, fuck.
real
How do we even?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that guy, like, okay, that guy needs a pill, right?
Yeah.
If he can't help but look, he needs something to help him.
Oh, that guy's got
Not
all
look.
kinds of fucking issues anyway. That guy needs pills for other
That's what I'm
things.
saying. Or, like, something.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
I don't know what my point was to begin with.
I don't even know how we got on this topic.
I was just talking about, I don't know.
So video games?
That was a topic.
I
We're
don't
talking
remember.
about Joker, pills.
And people being fucked up in the head. And people just want to watch the world burn. And something like that.
Yeah, it's all started with the Joker.
Yeah.
It's that Heath Ledger, man.
Yep.
Talk about the Joker, it consumes you. You get dark.
You get dark, shit gets dark real quick.
Fucking.
I guess on that note. Game over. Please,
are we talking
no
about?
more questions.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.